成就还有一个，就是100%全解锁。然后 clip 目前差的是49个，这应该能搞定的。光靠这个搜索 blank 应该就够了。就不清楚所有的篇章你看过之后会不会有什么特殊的剧情，我估计应该没有剧情。到成就跳出来，游戏就结束了，十有八九就这样子。来吧。
Bruce. Oh, yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen, and the chair slipped, and I kind of hit the door with my face. It hurt like hell.
这很明显是假的吧？这应该是另外一个人被打了，有淤青，然后他也必须搞一个，是这个原因吗？
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. The blood. It's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me. It's like I told you before. I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think, put some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon. Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. And worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't looked in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral.
Coroner.
It's going to be a cremation. So...
1分48又要唱歌了。
Really? Okay.
再唱一曲。
Here's the rest.
Made a body of a doctor dry. Oh, the wind and the rain. Till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle bow of her long hair. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bows. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle out of her breastbone. Oh, the wind and rain. The sound could pierce a heart of stone. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. But the only tune that the fiddle could play was, oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was, oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
这个 detective 怎么还给他鼓掌？
If you put me on, you've been framed. I want the money. Fine. I've never had my fingerprints taken before. I once put my hand on the oven.
啊，SB 很可能就是也 SB 是不是这个 detective？SB 不可能是 Sarah。
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm quite a private person and I didn't want to get into the detail of the argument.
所以这个侦探让这个 Sarah 来看他侦探当年跟他老娘的对话是吧？什么东西来着？
Could I have a cup of tea?
啊，
No, it's okay. The other detective has just gone to get me one.
还有 the other detective， 不止一个 detective， 后面都还挺短的。
Must think it's very cool that their dad is a police detective.
啊，这就看完那个 children 的照片之后，
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
这样居然还有37个。哎，啊，这个就是那个可能已经被我给删掉了。
Yeah.
Blank
I had
被我
to
删
let
掉了。
myself in. The door locks if it swings too. No, they were shut. Most of the windows were really hard to open anyway. It's stifling in summer. They were painted over by my dad. Could have left a door open accidentally. Or there's a cat flap in the back door.
Cat flap。
In the bedroom,
没了，去 in the bedroom。
yes. Yeah, it's my guitar.
Guitar。
No. No, Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf.
音痴。
Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories. When you suspect someone of murdering their husband.
这件衣服好像穿的很少。
This is the third day running.
10月2号片中。
I speak to Doug and Eleanor every day. They say you've been asking a lot of questions about me. Should I be worried? Am I a suspect?
1分07，长文来了。
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I'd slept through it. The police said it was the mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert. I mean, he used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognise them. And there's no way you would have picked death caps. But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
食物中毒，突然又黑了一下。
A wig? You mean... But what type of wig?
attic 是阁楼，他住在阁楼里。
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
wig 什么东西啊？
Are you out of your mind? Twins?
啊，假发是吧？对吧？感觉到怎么，这里好像越来越直白了。
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
twin 看来是正解，我觉得正解。现在看的话， 是有2个人，
On his
不是一个
throat.
人。
How?
但这2个人经常交流，所以他们的信息几乎是一样的。
I haven't been into work. I mean, I guess I've just been waiting to hear from you, hear from my husband.
同样一个问题，回答几乎是一样，但会有一点不一样。
No, Simon wasn't seeing another woman.
不，最大的问题是这个问题，如果你问他的话，他肯定会回答：昨天你已经问过我了，怎么还再问我一遍？但是他一模一样再回答了你一遍，事实就是如此。还有不止一次，不止一次。
Simon wasn't having an affair.
好，现在提到了 STD， 我查了一下 ，STD 是淋病的意思。
Okay?
8秒钟。
I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records?
这后面怎么越来越短了？
Maybe a fresh cup of tea?
啊，是不是因为因为单词少是吧？单词少，所以说更加难这个搜到了，是个意思。
Really? Go on then. Take the cup. Run your fingerprints. They'll match. Fucking idiot.
Fucking idiot.
Yes. It was a cremation. For the best. We both wore black and had veils, so it was easy. And after the funeral, everyone came back to the house.
Cremation 火
I
葬，
served up sandwiches. And I stayed out of sight.
几乎没见过的单词。
She was sat behind him. She had my wig on.
好，
And she'd been there all day.
假发，
And she had blood on her. And she was in shock.
7月3号一般都是实话，又黑了一下，又黑了一下。还有几个人？4个、8个、10个、11，一个不多了，13、16、18、20、24、26、30，还有挺多，34、39、40、42，不，这肯定没那么多，这上一次的东西，对，应该不会有多少。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12、13、14、15、16，应该16个，看有几个？16个，完美。計画通りだ。
Asked the hospital.
Hospital 这词确实没搜过。
Fingerprints.
Fingerprints。一个一个看完就得了。
Yeah. I would have cleaned them. I changed the sheets too.
Sheets
There were
change
fingerprints in all those places.
啊，fingerprints 可以搜到这些东西，但这东西就很难搜啊，你不觉得？
Could they have been my parents' fingerprints?
又是
I'm not
fingerprint。
sure how long they last for, but is that possible?
我指纹这个东西确实还是比较关键的。
Well, there you go. How many kids?
There you go. How many kids?
No, I have never been unfaithful. I've never
Unfaithful.
cheated on Simon. You have children.
啊，children 也可以搜的，有道理。
I wouldn't say that. It could be passionate. It's just, it was more than that.
因为有2个人，所以一个人不是很 faithful 的。
It wasn't just sex like I had been with the other boys.
讨论这个话题，2个人态度是不一样的，一个人是相对随便一点，而另外人是很严肃的，就告诉你，老娘绝对不会出轨。
Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday.
好，他这里居然重复了，居然意识到了。You asked question yesterday， 但并不是每次都这么讲的。有些比较短的问题，可能
I don't see how it's hard.
这两个人互通了。
We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital.
Hospital 这词又出来了。哇，看到这儿基本就差不多了，这应该最后5个了，最后6个了。你觉得会有什么东西发生？
Sorry.
我不觉得。
I get it, I get it. Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
No, he wasn't wearing his wedding ring.
是几号做的？啊，7月3号做的是吧？10月54号，11点54，这已经快最后了。
Then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her. She would come clean with Simon about me. I was family. I couldn't have a baby in a bedsit. I told her I didn't want to tell Simon. Told her to wait for the time being. When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face. She knew.
复杂思想呢，最后2个了啊，马上就结束了，马上就结束了。这是不是最后的2个了？12点04分，不对吧？这不是最后一个，这不是最后一个，这倒数的某一个，倒数的某一个。
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
这种片段如果早点放出来的话呢，一切都明朗了，结束了，最后一个了。
My sister is gone,
这看完也许就可以结束了。
and she's never coming back.
好，来了 ，Detective Chief Inspector。除此之外呢，就没有别的东西了，是吧？这样所有东西都看完了，这游戏就所谓的正式结束了。Rarely read me, SB。最后的最后，把这2个再看一下吧。Clock 没什么东西可以看的，这到底干嘛用的？210616就没用了，这乱来的。哇，爽，全部都是绿的。这最后需要截个图，放在这位置。OK。 So rubbish bin 什么都没有 ，log off 啊，这就直接 log off 了是 ？Read me hack 什么来着？这 hack 好像没啥用啊。Crack with class mirror game。So introduction to the logic database. Computer technology is the backbone of modern police work. The logic database is one of the many continuing efforts to digitize our workflow and preserve evidence in a manner which will allow you to work more efficiently. In the coming years, the computer will continue to be the most valuable item in your crime-fighting toolkit. This database contains footage transferred from the existing homicide and serious crime tape archive at Portsmouth. It has been automatically sorted using our ASR technology. Each statement made by the interview participants is stored separately so they can be tagged for submission to court. The audio has been digitally stenographed and the content of the testimony is attached to each clip. To retrieve a clip, type in a word, for example robbery, into the search field, click search and the database will return all clips in which the speaker uses that word. To narrow a search, use multiple words, for example robbery supermarket. If you are working from a printed transcript, you can be even more precise. Use inverted commas to search for an exact match against the entire statement. For example, yes, I was there. To store a clip for later reference, click Add to Session. Also, if you wish to add additional tags of your own to help future searches, please click in the user text box and type in your desired tags. For any further assistance, please contact your department's information technology representative. Please, Information Technology Organization. 是哪个？这个是吧？还有这儿，这没用的吧 ？Delete session data 还可以 delete。诶，delete 这个 delete。没事，反正已经成就都已经拿到了，就到时候我如果想再玩的话，就可以直接重新玩了。我操，他这个 delete 是这个意思，我还以为是把下面所有的那个视频给删掉了。delete session data 居然是这个意思 ，empty query empty， 这样就有 murder 的搜索了。cancel， 有一个 claw， 有个 DB checker， 这所有的东西嘛。反正已经过了，这边什么东西来着？hack 跟 mirror game 是吧？这个其实彩蛋，跟一个成就有关。Hey, here's the database. I fired a Freedom of Information form to get you guest access. Everything seems to work. They transferred the videos of the original tapes in 1999, and then the Y2K thing hit, and they got mothballed. No one has touched them since. I couldn't find the server with the detective's footage on. Possibly those tapes got damaged when the old archives were flooded in 93. 这可能是 Windows 93, 97, Windows 97，可能这个意思吧。But figured this would be enough. Take your time. SB 到底是谁 ？SB 感觉有点诡异。The Detective. SB 难道是 The Detective 的 Children 吗？这里好像没有提到。可能你仔细去抠具体的单词的话，也许会能得到新的东西。我反正所有的 clip 都已经收集完了，就这样，这样是重新回到初始记录。他那个居然是重置你的记录，没想到。反正这已经不重要了。完结。